Hello, welcome to this episode of Empowerment Auntie. Today I will be sharing 15 powerful frugality tips that will help you cut expenses, live below your means, and still enjoy life. One of the biggest misconceptions about frugality is that it's all about deprivation. People often think that living a frugal lifestyle means giving up all the things you love, and that's just not true. Frugality is about being smart with your money, making conscious decisions about what you spend it on, and finding ways to save without feeling like you're missing out. Another challenge people face is the idea that frugality is only for people who are struggling financially. But the truth is, anyone can benefit from living a more frugal lifestyle, regardless of their income level. It's also worth noting that adopting a frugal lifestyle can be tough when you're surrounded by messages telling you to spend, spend, spend. It takes discipline and creativity to stick to your guns and make the frugal choices. If I've learned how to spend with intention, save money without feeling restricted, and still enjoy the things I love, and you can too. Let's jump in. Tip number one: if you have local colleges or universities in your area, go by the student housing on move out day. You'll find all kinds of items in good condition to excellent condition that the students are giving away because they are moving out and they can't take the items with them. So that is helping the environment as well as helping your pocketbook as you get electronics, books, desks, furniture, and a lot of other quality items at no charge. Tip number two: there is a website called needhelppayingbills.com. And this website has a lot of resources that will help you with medical care, with housing, utility bills, food, transportation, home repair, and more. Where you can get grants, you can tap into various other sources to get assistance. So that is one way that you can also save some money. Tip number three: don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry. When you're hungry, you're likely to buy more food, and the food that you buy is more likely to be junk food. So by eating before you leave, you can save some money. Tip number four: your local library. It's a good way to save money. A lot of people don't know all of the services that libraries offer. It's not just about borrowing books, audiobooks, and ebooks. You can get museum passes. You can borrow music, videos, video game consoles. You can learn crafts. You can borrow fishing poles. You can take fitness classes. You can get job search assistance. You can get seeds to start a garden, join a book club, join a writing club, borrow photography equipment, mobile hotspots, telescopes, science kits, engravers, or Chromebooks. All of these are services that your local libraries may offer, and they may also offer some additional services that I have not mentioned. These are some that are offered by my local libraries. Tip number five: one way to save money on your biggest expense, which for most people is housing, is to save money on buying a house through NACA. NACA is the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. You can find out more information about them at NACA.com. And it's an excellent program because there is no down payment, no closing costs, no points or fees. It's a below market interest rate. Your credit score is not considered, believe it or not. You can buy up to 4 units, so duplex, triplex, quadplex, in addition to single family houses, townhouses, row homes. All of those are options through the NACA program. It is for home buyers who will be living in the home and who don't mind volunteering about 10 hours per year to help with the NACA program. They also have a home save program. If you are in a position where you already own a home, but you are having some financial difficulties and maybe your home is in danger of foreclosure, they have the home save program whereby you can apply through them and they will help save your home from foreclosure for you. Tip number 6, weigh prepackaged produce at the grocery store. A lot of times you will get a bag of grapes that says 2 pounds or a bag of potatoes that says 5 pounds. You should put that produce on the scale in the produce department, because sometimes you will find that what is supposed to be 5 pounds is really 3.5 or 4 pounds. Or you may find out that what's supposed to be 5 pounds is 6 pounds. And so by doing that, you may be able to increase the amount of fresh produce you get for your money. Number 7, with every paycheck, have a certain amount automatically transferred to a separate savings account. This savings account should be at a bank different from your normal bank, so that you have less access to it. And if you are a spender, it actually should be a savings account that you do not get a debit card or an ATM card for, because that'll make it more difficult to access your money, and then you're more likely to not spend that money frivolously. Tip number 8, when you are getting ready in the morning, don't keep the water running while you're brushing your teeth or when you're in the shower while you're soaping up. Because most people will wet their bodies first and then soap up and then rinse the soap off. So during that soaping process, you can turn off the water, and that will save some water for you, as well as do a little bit toward helping the environment. Tip number 9, use wool dryer balls. These are little fuzzy balls that you put in your dryer. They are only a few dollars each. And what they do during the drying process, well, it's a few things that they do. It helps your clothes dry faster. It reduces wear and tear on your dryer. And it also helps to dissipate static electricity, even if you're not using fabric softener. So those are 3 tangible benefits that you may want to take advantage of, because these balls only cost a few dollars, maybe $4, and then you can use them for months, 6 months to a year, possibly more, before they need to be replaced. Tip number 10, for shaving, rinse your razors with rubbing alcohol after using them. That'll help prevent oxygen from oxidizing, which is what causes rust on the blades. And if the blades are not rusting, then they will last longer. Some people actually store their blades, their razors, in rubbing alcohol when they're not in use, so that they constantly will be protected from the oxidation that will cause them to wear out more quickly. And another tip, kind of a bonus tip with that one, is a lot of people don't know you can actually sharpen your razor blades by rubbing them across an old pair of jeans. That will sharpen the blades when the blades go dull. And then you can use those blades for anywhere from 2 to 10 times as long when you just keep resharpening them. So if you've looked at the cost of razors anytime recently, disposable ones in particular, you will see that being able to use them for 10 times as long will add up to a considerable savings. Tip number 11, drive the smallest, most fuel efficient vehicle that meets your needs 98% of the time. A lot of time, people get very large vehicles, whether SUVs, pickup trucks, whatever the case may be. And those are nice vehicles. However, if you are trying to save money, then using a vehicle that doesn't use as much gasoline is beneficial to you and will cover your needs 98% of the time. Tip number 12, only upgrade your phone when your phone doesn't work anymore or is obsolete. You can always see messages, commercials on TV about the latest and greatest, but when you consider that many phones nowadays cost $800, $1,000, $1,500. It is a considerable savings to continue to use the phone that you have if it is not obsolete and if it still works. Um, in addition to that, another bonus tip is that if you sign up with a wireless reseller, companies like Mint Mobile or Visible, you can get service and you should pay no more than about $25 a month. So that can be a considerable savings, particularly if you are with one of the major wireless carriers. Tip number 13. If you need something, check Buy Nothing groups on Facebook. You can find these groups just by going into Facebook and doing a search for Buy Nothing and then your city name. And they are groups that are created with the intent to share good usable items to other people in the local community who can use them. So you can use the Buy Nothing groups. You can use Geev, Geev.com. It also has an app, a mobile app, and it does the same thing, provide a place where people can exchange goods that they no longer need to someone else who does need or want that item. There also is Free Cycle, which is similar. If you look up Free Cycle both in Google and on Facebook, you will find that there are plenty of groups, and you may actually be in an area that has overlapping groups for your area. So you may have multiple options for searching for these items. And in particular, if you are near a community that is a more affluent community, they often give away brand name and designer objects, pricey objects that you will be able to obtain for free. If you can't find the item that you need for free, check pawn shops and thrift stores to see if you may be able to find it there, because you may be able to find a used one in good condition for a great price. Definitely cheaper than buying new. Tip number 14, reuse mesh produce bags. These are the bags that your onions come in. Sometimes you may have lemons or apples that come in these type bags. And if you ball them up, they make great scrubbers for your dishes. Of course, make sure that whatever dish you're using it on can be scrubbed and it won't affect the surface. But your average pots and pans that are not non-stick, you can feel free to use these scrubbers, and they do a really good job at getting the tough food off. And tip number 15, if you get EBT food benefits, you can use your benefits to buy food plants to grow your own food. And so you can buy tomato plants, you can buy watermelon plants, you can buy whatever food plants, berry bushes, etc., that you would be interested in and that you have room for to plant at your home. And those count as food for this program, the EBT program. And so it is a way of controlling the food that you eat. You know how it's grown and whether or not there are pesticides in it. And you can use that to help yourself become more food independent when you are growing your own food. So that is my list of 15 items. What's one frugal habit that you swear by, or a frugal habit that you would like to try? Let me know in the comments. And then join me for my next video, because in my next video, I will give you a long list of free activities and low-cost activities to help you and your family enjoy your summer. And don't forget also to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.